us set for the start. And off we go from the desert. Now an opening past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set, go.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready. Sticky. Needle blue. Set.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raider first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way doing it.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Vegas.
Set, hut. Drill green. Blaster, stick, set.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
On the set. Warriors, 70. Panther 11, 79 Broncos. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now he'll air one out. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He connects with Gray on that one. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Rams first down.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with this you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last too long. What happened the time in the diaries? No help for the weak, but the God.
Let's go now. Bronco lead, Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown Rams.
Touchdown.
That his second TD catch of the season. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Red, yellow. Here we go. Black 40. 6, Mega. Ready?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Come on, set. Set.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. 45 yards.
Las Vegas, first down.
Set to go now on first and 10.
22-yard
Hey,
line.
green. Striker. Yellow. 43. Right. White. Drill. 52. Steel. Black. Hut. Hut.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Delon Clark. And the Rams are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop.
Mustang 19.
Throwing now from the gun. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, L.A.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Rams, first down.
Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 40. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Rams, first down.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind
Let's
you.
go now. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Come on. Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll take this one in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out of my way, I got too many plays. I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Green Jack, 45. What?
We are through 1. 14-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it. 2nd down and 2.
Red, yellow, ready. Red, smash, red, needle, blue.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he can hang on. It is incomplete. A chance, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. You got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays. And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Escaping the pressure right. That's hard. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Oh, a big play on 4th and 2. 65 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ready,
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal.
set. Blues, 10, shoot, yellow, black, shot. Spike, white, blaster, 6. Set, cut.
Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
This defense holding tight, Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. That one is good. And the Raiders get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Joseph on the coverage.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, L.A.
That's good.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. They'll look to throw again. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Slot man in motion right. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. This one not quite on target. Too much, and one ball is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go now. Hey, kick, Bronco 80.
That's to Gray, open on the left side. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back. and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
2nd and 10.
Get it. Go.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 3rd and long.
Warrior 70. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
This one caught at the 4. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal. Trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Okay, ready.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. Go, Cowboys.
Gray brought in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
32-yard line.
Yellow. Down. Blue strike. Watch. Red. 38. Ready?
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 22. Black Ultra. Set.
A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Picked up on the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Get out of my way, get your talking face.
On the set.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Set. Black 40. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Seven Pirates. 60 Vikings.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And it's left side and caught by Flower. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Justin. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
This is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
70 rings. Let's go now.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 38-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Red, cycle, black, blue.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is brought in. And he'll take it on in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Raiders 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mustang 19. Go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on. Ready.
They'll stick with him again. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Rams will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the double.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard.
Here with Fury. Yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. He gets free to the 20. And he will go all the way. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17.
Raiders 17. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Gray brought in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Let's go now. 18, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Finds Nakua on the slant. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
20 yards on that pass play. First down, L.A.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Here we go. Check. Bronco 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
They'll throw out of the gun. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Traffic. Go.
Back to the air one more time. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, yeah. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Raiders 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive.
Drill green. Here we go. Black 40. Green Jack. Hey, green. Red, cycle. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. He got it, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. A big play after being backed up. A gain of 48.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mega. Fight. White. Black shot. Ready?
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Vegas.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end. Dropped out. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Jack Beck. Touchdown, Vegas.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard
The
line.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
76.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Rams 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground. About 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, L.A.
Break. Back. 77, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
He connects with Gray on that one. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the mark.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and inches.
Come on, set, ready.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. What a pickup for a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Bronco switch. Set, ready.
Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, L.A. Great touchdown for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Here, ready.
The drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
48-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Raider.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and they lost some yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Open man is Horton. He's got it. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
Go. 33, yellow.
Comes to me, it's me.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. That's Besh. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
95. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he's in. Jack Beck. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Rams 42, Raiders 30.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, L.A.
Get it. Go.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Go.
They'll send White in motion. And the Rams are going to be set up 1st and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball.
And he'll take it on this. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On the double. Let's go. Set.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Come on, set. Motion. Blue. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38. Slice blue. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
52 blue. Blue striker. Set.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Plus, will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Ready. Yellow, green jack. Ready.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's a short one. And now he loses the football. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards. Except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball. So they dial up zone coverage. This time it's 2 deep safeties. And what they do is they're going to split the field in half. And each safety, they're going to read the quarterback's eyes. And when that front hand comes off the ball to throw, they've got to break. So they've got a lot of room to cover back there. In this case, a really nice job contesting the throw, knocking it away.
And he's going to be brought down past the 20. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. This was a game where both offenses